Excellent. All right. Hello. I'm back. We're out of the ruins and into. Eternal doesn't actually have a lot of ruins in it, does it? Like, there's not a ton of ancient ruins hanging out all over the place in Eternal. Like, it's just normal ruins. Yeah. But yeah, so doing some Eternal draft. That's sort of the plan here. I've still got pile of. Oh boy, is that recognizing my controller and wanting to use that input instead? This game has controller input? Oh boy. When did that happen? Was that new? Kind of want to try this now. Interesting. I've not had it do this before. Maybe I should just turn off. No. Is there settings? Well, how about we just do this then? We'll just unplug the thing. Alright. Anyway, hi, Orbolt, Cuboid, Edric. So, yep, cards are starting up. We're gonna go ahead and do some Eternal drafting. I see people are around, so let's just get right into it. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, well, one thing I should note before I pick any cards. Since I've done an Eternal stream, there has been one change to a specific card in the game of Eternal. And that card is, over here, Rapid Shot. This used to be a 1-mana fast spell, is now a 2-mana fast spell. Got taken down a peg. Which, to be honest, definitely was, this card at 1 was kind of ridiculous. Usually was just 1 mana, like 1 mana win the combat regardless. So, anyway, back to the draft, since we can jump in and out. Okay, cards of note in here. Celestial Omen is a tutor for any card. It's fast, so you can go ahead and use it at any time. The power of this card in draft is obviously, like, the power of your bombs. We own 3, so it's not really a consideration for picking. I kind of like Ageless Mentor. I've played with that card a lot, and it's a kind of a buster of a card. Execute's also really good. Like, that's just good removal. Answer anything. Exhausted enemy and deal 2 damage to that player. The 2 damage is minimal, but real. Kind of thinking a direction here. Ageless Mentor's the one that stands out the most to me as powerful. But it's definitely a direction I find myself going in a lot, is Ageless Mentor, which it's not a bad thing. Doing what I think is the most powerful in the draft. I think forcing, like, time in some way is powerful. Predator's Instincts doesn't stand out enough to me in this, especially, like, doubly so being next to Execute. Predator's Instinct is kind of weaker than Execute in most instances. That's not to say that it's a bad card by any means, but, like, Predator's Instinct relies on, like, your creatures to be able to win a fight, whereas Execute just wins a fight. Hey, wins a Karen. Let's go Ageless Mentor. Kind of want that Stormlinks. That's a good combination to be in. Time Primal. Time Primal is one of my favorites. You get removal, you get big things on the ground, you get a lot of interactive pieces. I think I'll go on that. The other cards in here that are, like, worthwhile. Some of the shadow cards are good. Blood Beetle and Rapid Shot. Rapid Shot at 2 is still just fine, but not nearly as powerful as a 1. I'm gonna go with Stormlinks. That's fine. Ooh, here we go. Here's a way I'm always happy to go. Windshaper is one of my favorite cards in the game, and limited, because flying is so damn important. Also, colors sort of emptying out. Keep that in note. Okay, so Stormcaller, like I said, I think I've said, has been unimpressive a lot of the time. It's a clock, but it's not a very impressive clock. The trick to it, the trick to the Stormcaller that makes it worse than a pinger in like a game like Magic, is that you can't hold it up and then ping in the middle of your opponent's combat. You have to do it on your turn, which is still fine. Like you use it to add a damage to your combats to win fights, but it just hasn't been very impressive. There's a streamer I watched draft for a few hours, and every time looks like Legion is open, and he just forced it every time. I that's kind of how Legion is in draft. I feel it's the most powerful, just flat. Of note, it doesn't look like time is super open to us at the moment. We'll see how it plays out. I can definitely understand always wanting to draft a Legion. Let me go ahead and pick this flyer. Best cards in this pack are the Ravenous Thorn Beast, the Recalculator, and the Tower Top Patrol, probably. I mean, all three of those. I think Tower Top Patrol fits just fine. Again, like, we have Windshaper and Ageless Mentor to build around, and Tower Top Patrol works well with both, making it either a 2/6 or a 3/7, or a 4/8 if we have both online, which is super nice.